Yeah.
All right.
Try to be good.
I am good, Ryan. We are good.
I am.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
I don't try anything, man. I just do.
I just do.
I just do. You know what I mean? Try to pick up a pencil. Try to pick that up, Ryan. Try to pick that up.
This, it comes with a whole book.
Exactly. You just pick it up there,
Yeah.
Yeah. I do dig that book right there.
I have a few of them. I thought you had one like this.
Yeah, I do. Not like that, though. I mean, it's similar, but yours is way cooler. Yours looks like something out of Lord of the Rings or something, you know what I mean?
Does that say a lot about who you are, that you went Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
My first thought when I see this was like pirate ship captain.
Ooh, yeah.
If it was like a piece of boat, I'd think Viking.
Viking, yeah.
So
I guess I went Lord of the Rings, you went Pirates.
So these little books, I ended up with 4 or 5 of them. Trisha gave 99 cents a piece for them at the bin store.
Nice.
Amazon returns.
Yeah.
And so then some years later, I tried to find them, and I could find these exact ones. They're about $30. So I found some knockoff Temu ones and ordered them up and handed them out to some guys for Encounter. They love them. I don't know. Now they know they came from Temu, I guess, if they watch this. I dig it. So,
hey, I watched a survival guy the other day on a little reel, and he ordered a Temu like survival kit, and then just went out and tried it out. And he did well with it. He was able to make fire, make his little, whatever he needed, his little hammock, had a little bit of everything. He survived.
I have a Temu fire starter that works sometimes. I've handed it to lots of people because at first I was like, operator error, right? I can't do it. And I handed it to some woodsy people that are good at these things, and they're like, "Is this from China?" I said, "It is. It's a Temu ship," and they just laugh and hand it back to me, But in a pinch, I ordered a fish trap from those guys, and I get it, and I'm not trying to be mean. Oriental people. I mean, I look like a giant. Look at my Christmas pictures, dude. Compared to my family, I'm like boof. But and I'm not even the tallest one, but I look like it. But so this dude's holding a fish trap, and the fish trap looks this big. I don't know, you can probably see. And I get my fish trap, and it's the size of a Nike shoebox, maybe 9.5. Seriously, it's this big. And I just open it, and I can understand. I can get it. I get it. But yeah. Very interesting. That's for me why I don't like. That's why I like to be able to touch what I'm buying.
Yeah, for sure. I do too.
I did get hung out on Amazon a little bit. All this stuff came off of, pretty much ordered online without even knowing what button we're pushing.
Yeah, basically.
That other podcast soundboard did. Yeah.
Okay.
Journal's good, dude. You journal?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I do. I use my phone anymore now.
Is that good or bad? What happens? What happens?
You know that? I mean, I got my books too. I do both.
No, I know, but so my old my phones last me a long time anymore.
Yeah.
I've broke a few in my life, but I mean, I'm talking like this phone I've had now. I've had it a year. The phone I had before that, I mean, I had it so long it was outdated, which don't take much anymore. But I had it about 6.5 years. The phone I had before that. I was just storing everything in the phone notes.
Yeah.
So when that phone crashed and didn't come back to life, all that was gone.
Well, I back them up. You know what I mean?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh yeah, you back them up on the cloud. I'll back them up on the iCloud.
I'm not an iPhone. I'm an Android guy.
So like
there is a cloud, but I don't use it.
Yeah, like I can back mine up on the iCloud. So on my iCloud account, I just sign in. My notes are right there. So even if something happens to my phone, I just download it.
Well, now I just do everything through Google, right?
Yeah.
Which was my primary source of action until the new job I have. They use Microsoft, and it's annoying because I know how to use Google, but
Yeah, well, the same thing happens if you're writing in like a notebook. Like if something happens to that notebook, it's gone, I guess.
I keep somewhat good track of them, but now what I will say, and you can look over there's a couple more. There's some in the drawers. I don't know if there's any back here.
I mean, anything you do in this world, Ryan, you roll the dice, man.
You are.
Be iCloud, notebook. You know what I mean? Which choice you going to make today?
It's like saying this.
Everything comes down to choices,
but
man.
it's like if you want to live your life, like I could die today. I could cross the street and get hit by a car. You could. I mean, people do live that way, and so I guess you could apply the same thing to technology. Well, what happened? Well, my computer crashed on Saturday, and everything. I mean, I can still get access to everything from a different computer eventually, or fix that one, of course. And I part of it's because I'm an idiot, but. It was frustrating.
Yeah.
I wrote about it in a journal. So my problem is I have 4 of these.
Yeah.
Now this particular one I identify by this one has a special pencil that I stole from Trisha. And then actually I don't know what the first post in this says. I'm gonna look just to see if this is the one.
That is a cool book, man. You should show the pages. Can they see the pages, you think? I bet they can.
Oh, yeah.
It's all like
burn on the edge.
Yeah.
It's antiqued.
Oh, yeah.
So, a hippie in the desert put this together. So
threw it in the fire just for a second and pulled it out real fast just to give it the burnt look.
8/13/22 is where I got this journal. Not a Friday the 13th. This is probably the coolest thing anyone has ever gotten me. No surprise who gave it to me. My love, my best friend. That makes me emotional, dude. So her intent was not to give anybody one of these. She had a plan for them, and I saw them, and I latched onto this, and so I wrote this first journal entry. And now, weirdly enough, I ended up with all of them.
Yeah, why not? Right?
I gave a couple away. I'm kind of sour about this. I gave one to our friend Travis. You know what I mean? And I don't know that he ever used it. And I'm like, I told Trish here a while back when we were at Pratt, I was like, there's a part of me that wants to stop by and go by Travis's place and have Tracy give me that journal.
How you doing, Tracy? Have you seen a journal like this?
You know? And he might have filled it up in one day front to back. He was like that. But I'm just saying. So for me, I have so many of them. And I don't know, I have to think, and maybe I'm totally off base here saying this, but I feel like you enjoy a bit of chaos. But it's controlled either mostly by, we turn it over to God. But I think that you thrive in that zone, right? I mean, you handle it well and those types of things. My chaos, I love chaos.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I just know it exists, so I just have to do the best I can in the moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I thrive in that world, that fast pace.
I do thrive in the chaos, though.
Yeah. But then, even in my house, I have what I call controlled chaos.
Yeah.
So here I have all these different journals. And if you start reading this one, it started 8/13/22. I don't know when the last entry in this is. Sporadic, but then if you pick up this other journal, now some of it will fit together in between.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Now, what I do like about that is I think if I compiled it all together, and I would hate to ever compare it to something like a manifesto or whatever, but I think that they would probably put me in the insane asylum.
Just snooping around, you never know what you're going to find.
This is mostly dedicated to spiritual journey things.
Yeah.
So if I have any type of, I don't know. I mean, I'm weird about words, right? So, like...
Well, words are powerful.
I know, but the words I don't like. I don't like frequency, even though it's a very valid point.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
And I had the argument even with my own dad about it. I said, everything has a frequency. This table that's still, every time we speak, it gives off a
energy.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I could be... I'm not...
Auras. So I was like,
now you're really getting down the road I don't like. So let's
I'm just
backtrack.
talking smack, man. Well, I knew it would give you a rise out of you.
Right.
But of course, I think everything, that energy, the frequency,
It is.
also admitting.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's been times where you've walked up and put your hand on somebody to pray, and it's like you feel their energy, you feel their vibration. There's times when there's certain times in my body, and maybe you same way, where I can literally feel my vibration.
Yeah.
And there's times where it feels like, man, for me, like a turned up twin turbo 3406 cat, right? When you're winding her up, all that power, and I'm not even saying, let's don't even have to have it turned up full bore. Let's say 500 horsepower here, Yeah. But it's just in time. But you have one little thing out of sync, like if your shift's out of sync, or you have an injector that's not, or your turbo's, all these different things. Now all of a sudden it creates this other vibration. And if you're a good driver and you're in that truck all the time, you notice that. So for me, when I have this feeling of this little motor inside me running, that flywheel's this a tiny bit off balance, boy, and it's almost like I feel it like on my backbone. So then quick, my discernment, I have to play it, right? What's happening around me, right? Yeah. What's happening around me? So if I would feel it right now, then I would probably, so let's say our conversation leads to something that made me feel convicted. Now my little motor's a little off, right? It's doing something.
The frequency's changing.
It is. Yeah. But I'm feeling a little bit lousy, probably.
Yeah, the dagger's going inward.
It is. Yeah. But now I got to throttle. I got to throttle up. So, and you think too, like to keep going down the way the motor is, when something's under load, it kind of lugs to get started. You know what I mean? Yeah. And but then you get everything back in tune. Boom. And all of a sudden now,
you start firing, boy.
You're running better than you did before.
Busting through that cylinder, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
all good things.
Yeah, all good for real, all good things. And then, speaking of Aura, though, have you ever seen an Aura?
Ish, yes. There again, that's not what I like to call that.
But dude, I see. But what else would you call them? Because I'm speaking of one incident, and we were speaking on Travis here, man. When I was at his funeral, I was at his funeral, and I don't know the gentleman's name, but the preacher or the priest, I guess it would be the priest. Dude, he was just
glowing, though.
Dude, glowing, and it was purple, man. It was just surrounding him. It was incredible. I doubt anyone else seen that, but.
It was a very interesting.
I seen it, and it was wild.
I have not been to. It was a Catholic funeral mass. I have not been to a handful at best, like maybe 3 or 4. Yeah. That is.
I even had communion that day because I felt so moved. I went up and had communion with him.
You know that bothers me too.
I mean,
I would never.
I was baptized, but I was baptized. I was baptized as a little one. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
So the way I see it is that I'm just having communion with my fellow brothers and sisters. I'm having communion with God in that moment.
100%. Jason went up and took it, pretended to be Catholic because he'd been to the Catholic church 3 times.
I'm just a child. You know what I mean?
I agree wholeheartedly. I agree.
I belong to the church, man. I scream for unity. Yeah. I pray for unity, man. Unity's on the go. Right. So that would speak of unity to go up and have communion.
Well, I guess in a way, but so for me, I appreciate the tradition more than anything, and that the appreciating tradition is why it makes it hard for me to get out of a theological word box. But it's like anything. I mean, when the word radical. If you use the word radical now, if I say radical, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Radical? Yeah, you're cool. You're rad.
There was a movie called Rad back in the day, BMX movie. Remember that?
Radical. Extreme, maybe, too, comes to mind. If I'm being honest here, I was talking smack, but yeah. So, probably extreme, like you're moving, and I don't know the extreme.
So now, that's probably almost textbook definition. Yeah. Right? Okay, so now let's apply that to people. What when you think of a people, person, or people group and apply the word radical, what's the first people group that comes to mind?
Shoot, me, I'm a radical dude, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. What group comes to mind?
I mean, if that's it,
No, I don't know. What, like a radical group? Like, I don't know, man.
okay, so
neo-Nazis, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like, radical groups.
that's
like,
a good extreme.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
But and you apply that. So, but then let's dial it back and think what was radical in 30 AD.
Ooh, like Christians are radical. You
They
know?
were radical.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
was doing radical things. There's a podcast called the Radical Podcast, and I think about all those stuff, and then
Well, Christians in the early years, even now though, in some areas, you know what I mean, they're pretty radical, man.
well, the tradition.
I guess there's both sides of radical.
Well, yeah, but there was a radical sin happening all over the place too. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm sitting here trying to think. Yeah.
So in my mind, like when someone spouts off the word radical, I do, because of off and on over the last year, I put a lot of thought into radical resilience, and splitting it in two different ways. And me and you and I have talked about doing the resilience thing and that. But so I attribute it to that, and the atmosphere from that is ancient church AD 30 to 33. Because Jesus was a radical person. But now when you look at the world, right, the radical crap that's happening, a radical label goes mostly into a negative. It gets to a negative context. You think of...
Well, even the Christians in 33 AD, they would have been by like the world's view, like what they were pushing was
exactly.
negative. So I think like those radical, they get pushed out. I guess they wouldn't be radical if they weren't going against the norm of the mainstream.
But keep in mind, and for the majority,
both it can go good or bad.
For the majority of the known populated world, that I would say even some like low third world type stuff, the majority would say Christian. Okay. Now we're getting away from that. So radical became things like war, right? Like you said, neo-Nazis, activist groups, right? So now there has to be a move.
He-Man, woman, or no, what is the
feminist?
I was having like a little one-liner. Yeah, I was going to have like a little one-liner right there.
The list goes on.
The He-Man woman haters.
But what we need to get back to, and this is why I like where I'm at, study-wise and that.
Whatever.
Yeah, but we got to get back to that radical ancient church, right?
Yeah,
what we're doing.
No, we do really well. Yeah, we do. And but I think that persecution kind of goes along with that. Like if you like say you go overseas right now, it's moments. I mean, people are. I mean, that's happening everywhere. They're just being tormented for their beliefs and prosecuted. So in those regions, they are radical.
Well, which side would you identify? Both sides are radical.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, so you have two radicals,
and all those things existed before, but we're in an age now. I believe we're in an age now where it says there will come a time, and it's always been. The time was then, and the time's now. It's just really it's going to increasingly get worse, and I mean for hosts of reasons, but men will call good evil and evil good.
And that's already happening for sure, right?
Well, it's happening. It's been happening. It was already happening at the council when they canonized Scripture.
It's getting worse and worse and harder to discern.
Well, bigger.
Yeah, bigger.
And more devastating, Keeler.
Yeah. I don't know if it's getting harder to discern. I don't know, like, because you better just be praying for discernment.
Hold on.
I should say that.
There are, and we've had this conversation so many times. A lot of people, you go to them, do you believe in God? Of course I do. Well, do you know who Jesus is? Yeah, I died on the cross. Do you have a relationship with Jesus? They might say yes, but then if you press that question the next step further, what's that look like?
Yeah.
Do you? But your question is, do you really have that?
Are you praying without ceasing, sir? Like, are you continuous?
Are you even trying to pray without ceasing?
Are you? What do you do?
If you're successful at it, are you?
Right? Are you working towards that? Well, I guess it goes into work.
So where is that person's discernment at? Right? Not great.
Yeah.
So then it's
How's
easy
your
for
faith
that.
right now?
It's easy for that person to be swayed into a heretical teaching or a twisted teaching of Scripture. And I'm a everybody loves everybody person, dude.
I love you, Ryan.
I do. I love people, and I try my best to really, even the ones I don't like, to do my best to love in accordance with what Scripture says.
Right? Yeah. It's a command, man. It is a command.
It's a win thing.
Yeah, it's a command.
It's a win.
Yeah, it's a command.
So I do understand those things, but I guess to not go down 18 different rabbit holes, which we've already done, it's like in the idea of radical, how that comes back around to play is how are we making a good use of our time to help others, really? I mean, and it's not like, I'm not saying like going down and feeding. I'm talking about help people see the light. And then think about the people too, Keeler, that really are in a good place, man. Like they're not struggling financially. They have a good job. They just don't know God.
Yeah, they're just
Those people exist.
Oh yeah, they do. And they're doing good. They're checking all the boxes, man.
Except for one that matters.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
You know?
Their works look good.
Yeah, to them. And
well, that's what I mean. Like they're moving as far as like on the world view. I mean, you got the nice stuff. You're doing it right. You're showing up. You're maintaining.
Well, that's how you measure success, though, right?
That's what I mean. And you're moving along, but you're missing the one box.
In the 14-foot V hull for a 24-foot inboard 350. I go to the lake twice a year.
Like a jacuzzi.
But I'm just saying, it gets difficult. And so I don't know. I get caught up in it.
You got all the boxes checked but that one? That'd be the first one you should check, and then everything else kind of just moves through.
Man, I don't know. I can't see eternity any other way than what's provided in Scripture. And when I think about eternity in the scheme of afterlife, resurrection versus reincarnation versus spiritual existence, blah, 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 the one that makes the most logical sense is biblical Christianity.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, when I look at other options, I guess you'd say religious options, spiritual choices, the one that makes the most sense is biblical Christianity. And when I read the Bible and it says the one God, I will worship one God. I mean, it makes, obviously it's very clear, like idolatry, don't get me wrong, but when it, for me, and that's what it plays into to why it makes it hard for words that automatically I attribute, not even that everybody does, to things that I don't agree with, specifically like New Age type stuff.
I think if you find yourself on those paths, though, like all paths are going to lead to Christ. You're going to find Christ in all those paths eventually.
He's
man.
there.
Looking. Yeah,
they talk about him in all those other religions. They acknowledge it.
For sure, that's what I mean. So I think all those paths lead there. And if you're looking for God, you're going to find Christ. Because the only way to get to God is through Christ.
That's exactly right.
So it's just like, so all these paths, and a lot of them miss it, you know, a lot of them don't. And then,
well, even people that go to church every Sunday, some of them are going to miss it. That was a hard pill for me to swallow.
Well, it goes back to relationship, like you were talking about, man. Yeah, like I mean, do you know Him? Do you know Christ? Does Christ know you? On the intimate level, you know what I mean? Like on all levels.
Yeah.
Just your very being, man. Like, He created you. Like He lives inside you. Yeah. You are the temple. You know what I mean? You should be taking care of that temple.
Yeah.
Let it thrive, so that way, man. Not to say like the spirit can thrive anywhere, but you know, I want it to be a dwelling place, man. Just like I'm ready to receive.
But when I think of the ways people achieve that feeling, that expression, that light, power, discernment, all those types of things, I watch them go down these, to me, very strange spiritual journeys, and I can go to Scripture and see almost parallel. I get it. So, it's parallel Scripture, so it should be okay. That's not how it works, unfortunately, to where if you're doing as a whole what Scripture says, so it's just like, for me, the mysticism part of spirituality was lost on me till 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I can find very clear and concise evidence in the Bible that says this is a real thing that never stopped. Pentecost wasn't a one-day event. it's a special event. The first day is special.
Yeah.
But did it get less over time? No. So what was keeping me held back? Now, some other people might experience this and then recognize later that the true light's here. I get that. That was the path I was on.
Yeah.
I even now still entertain. I mean, there's a big thing right now.
Well, that's John right there. Yeah.
Been watching, take some DMT and stare at a laser and see the Matrix. And there's a part of me that I loved those experiences.
Try that out.
I don't have any DMT and I don't have the laser. And I think it would be better. I think it only works in a controlled environment.
Right. I'm not going to take some DMT right at the moment, man. Not at the moment.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My dog's going to go crazy right now.
Yeah.
No, Meatball, you go find something to do. I bet he pooped on the floor.
Yeah, man, if you can start experimenting with some DMT, man, I don't know.
Well, I'm not saying
the right state of mind. You got to be in the right place. I started thinking about that.
I said controlled environment.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said break it out.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about all this. Right? I don't know. I might have to go home.
I'm not taking, for the record, I'm not taking any DMT, and I don't have the money.
Well, I just started thinking about, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think you need the. I know people use the DMT.
You don't need it.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I don't think I know. Like, I believe you can ultimately get there because I mean I think at times I get there too myself. Like, you can get there without the DMT. Like 100%, you can. Like if you continuously draw in and allow yourself just to focus on all that is and all that, and let Christ just move through you, that Spirit move through you,
that's
and ask the things to open up and your gift to show. Like you don't need the DMT. If you can get there without the DMT, how much better will it be?
Well, it is better.
That's what we mean.
It is better.
Yeah. How much better will it be?
I shouldn't even brought it up.
Woo, I'm glad you did, man.
Listen, I can get the same. And I've done plenty of hallucinogenics. Never necessarily. I mean, they were in semi-controlled environments, sometime with a plan and somebody leading, whatever. But that's not the point. But I can get the same feeling, and I'm not trying to say this is a quick fix or anything like that. I can get the same feeling if I go in my bathroom and stand in my mirror. Only works in my bathroom, though, for the record, because of my mirror, and then I go in that room right there.
Yeah.
And if I sit there, and if I do it properly, right, with like I got to put the dogs outside.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That controlled environment, get everything just right, man.
And it's a different environment when I'm in there with Patricia.
Yeah.
It's different. Now, I had my first experience with that by myself was in the back shack.
Yeah.
In that corner that I had my lazy boy chair. And I would go in there and I would sit and experiment, I guess, with how far I could push myself into a really, really deep meditation. Then, now, how far down that road do I go? Because you get down the New Age road, and now we're talking in a series of transcendental, I don't know how to spell it, transcendental meditation, where you like out of body experience. That's what we're talking, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the other one where you like God, there's a name for it. I can't think of it, but basically where you like remove yourself from your body and you would like go
astral projection.
Yeah. So how does that play into my life in the scheme of things? Well, I wouldn't call it astral projection. I would call it visualizing prayer.
Yeah.
So I have a friend that is in Texas, in and out of the hospital, has some physical health struggles. When he's in the hospital, I know what a hospital room looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I'm praying for him, I visualize myself like I'm at the side of the hospital bed. He's got his little oxygen hooked up to his nose, probably snoring, teeth falling out because he's got dentures. But I can visualize myself just putting my hand.
You're there in the moment.
I can feel the difference in the shoulder versus the hand versus his face. I can feel that. It's intimate. Now, sometimes I've been known to call somebody later and be like, "Hey, how's your day going?" And if they are within a amount of time of like, I don't even say anything. So I guess
they can sense it.
They can feel it.
Yeah, they sense it.
So then that tells me that there is a spiritual something going on there. Yeah. Now, is it is it something that I should entertain to visualize prayer like that? I think that that's okay.
I think so too, right?
Now, I think that you're doing it for the greater good, obviously. Now, if I'm trying to do that to, I don't know,
Intention.
peep on somebody.
Well, I say it comes down to intention.
Yeah.
Comes down to your status.
Who you're asking for the guidance,
right,
from,
and the guidance and direction you're getting.
Yeah.
But, hey, you want to shut this one down and review?
Well, I think
here.
we're at. Well, yeah. Let's close it down and let me do something with Max. And I mean, we started out kind of high strung.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And talked about a lot of different things all at once. But I feel like kind of the point is, it's really identifying where we're at with stuff, right?
Indeed.
And then really identifying what we're pursuing.
Right. Yes.
You know?
Goes back to that. Is that box checked?
It is.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Yeah. I'm going to let Meatball out and see what happens here. Maybe test the spirits a little bit. All right, man. I love you.
Yeah. Much love.
We love you guys.
Yeah, shalom.